All right, welcome back to the mills. These are the mill ruins in Minneapolis. Let's get a better look here. Unfortunately, these canals here, these entryways, these canals are filling in with water quite rapidly where the entryway is. And I don't have the correct equipment now to take a peek into that labyrinth, but it's an enormous structure. It goes. These are all canals coming out the Mississippi right there. That's the Stone Arch Bridge, they call it. It's a giant viaduct, aqueduct. And this embankment here, they say, is where they quarried the stone to build this structure here, and this structure here that's damaged over here that we're going to take a look at again. And I just want to take a look here and see what's going on. These were all canalways here. These were all brick canals. They still are. But there's steep embankments now that just slide into this, what was a brick canal. You can see the bricks underneath. You can see. Let's take a look under here. Oh, they cleaned this side up. Wait, can you see over there? That's the continuation of the canal wall right there. Let's take a look at it. It's mushy in here. There's a log right there. Let's see. Okay. Oh, that's dry. You know what? I'm going to stay on this side. I think you can see it though. It goes right into the ground there, and it continues on. It was this whole embankment here was a canal wall that entered into the city in different areas here. And let's go take a look at those entryways. I'm going to have to get out of the canal. You see how steep these are? And you can see all the material still sticking out here, these brick walls. Sticking out, still they're mangled out. But it's brick, and you can see the walls go, they're very high walls. Brick canal walls. And, oh, very large tree they cut up here. So they're chopping up large trees, and they got stumps everywhere down here. But yeah, that's part of this canal wall that was perfectly straight, and it went different directions, and you see all the carnage down there. Let's get a better look at that. But here, if you can see, here's an example of what I'm talking about. It disappears, the structure here disappears right into the hillside here. This perfect structure here just disappears into the hillside, and it goes all the way down. They say that this is an embankment from the old shores of the Mississippi, which is way over there, and it runs that way. They say this is an old shoreline from the Mississippi, which maybe from the time before the old world, maybe, I don't know, but no, this is a building now. This was a building when this happened. This is all a building, and it's crumbling apart. And these canals that went into this building, that went under the ground, and under the mills here. These canals went under the ground, under the street, under the mills, into the mills, and into the power plant here. This is a power plant, and they're still using the power plant. They're still using the power plant today. It's buried down there. It's a buried building down there, down below. And I think that's why this building took such a hit. It had something to do with the power facility being right here. And that's why this took a smoke. And probably because it's on the water. But it's enormous, and these canals are getting filled with water. The ground is just a humbling sight when you start looking. It's just bricks, just brick rubble everywhere, and they're all bricks. They're all perfect bricks, just rubble everywhere. It's just red brick rubble. Some are yellow because they've been smoked out, but they're all bricks, perfect bricks. And a lot of them have stamps. And look at that smoked one right there. And all down these falling canal walls, they're falling down. You can see here. They're in terrible shape. I showed you up close. I can show you again from over here. Look at the bricks. These are all bricks sticking out of the ground here. Just a humbling sight to see. Just bricks sticking out of this ground here. Everywhere, and pipes going down. You can't even see how far it goes. It's that really, really ringy, pure old world iron. No markings on any of it. These pipes just coming out of the ground, going into this building. Everywhere, and just bricks everywhere. These are all bricks. They're all stamped bricks, not rocks. They're stamped bricks. And that's what all this rubble is. They're all bricks. They're not rocks, they're bricks. They're all this rubble here, doesn't matter what you grab, they're all damaged bricks. That's a damaged brick, see? Damaged. It's blown out. There's another one blown out, red one. Yeah, that's a brick. See? See? They're all red bricks. And the whole ground is, that's all the ground is here, because we're on the side of a building still. This is still the building. It's just got a lot of debris on it now. So, just sticking out everywhere. Sticking out everywhere. It's just red bricks sticking out everywhere. Just red bricks. Give me a break. Everywhere. So, now let me show you what else they've done with the bricks over here. Metal just sticking out of the building everywhere here on the ground. You gotta be careful when you walk, it's just everywhere. You can see that inside of this hole is just like bricks on top of bricks. And they're in position still. Let me get that. Just to show you. See? They're in position still, like on the building. Here's another one. See? Another one in position still in the hillside. Oh, looks like. Okay. I don't know what that was. I hope that wasn't droppings. Yeah, there's bricks all in place right here. They're all in place. So this is the side of a wall here still. I better not mess with that too much. See how far that goes? Look at that. And it's just, oh, I better not do that either. None of an animal is in there. Needs to get back out. See that though? The ground here, when you scrape away at some of this rubble here on these steep bank sides, these are just walls of the building still, and there's bricks still in place behind. Well, they're all out of place, but they're basically still in place though. Very, very close to where they were when they were correctly in position. So, quite interesting. So, now let's take a look at this side here. This brick rubble. Oh yeah, I want to show you what they did here with the bricks. Look what they've done here. Look what they've done. Well, on this walkway here to these bridges, because there's so many around here, all the rubble is just brick rubble and concrete facade rubble. There's nothing else here. That's what the rubble is here. All this mountain stuff is all part of this enormous building this was all the building too, and these walls, these were canal walls. I'm right between where there was a huge wall here. This was a huge wall for that canal and for the one that goes in there that we're going to check out here in a minute. For that canal. So this is a huge old wall here, and the bricks are still in place. And they find so many of them that they lined them along. They lined bricks along the walkway here, and look what they did. They went around here and found stamped ones, because you can find stamped ones everywhere. And they found stamped ones and laid the stamped ones down. So you can see all the different stamps. They laid down a bunch of stamps, a bunch of red ones. They all have like stamps. There's a lot of bricks here, and a lot of them don't have stamps. Some of them have been blown off pretty bad, like this one, looking like stone on one end, but still perfect on this end. See? But still a perfect brick. See? They're finding them around here, and they're finding ones with stamps. I'm not sure if somebody else is doing that down here. Maybe that's somebody just doing that. I don't know. It's a good idea. Maybe I should collect some more and do the same. Line the rest of these up. There's more than enough here to do that with just stamped bricks. There's more than enough here It's all brick rubble everywhere. These are all just pieces of brick and bricks. Pieces of bricks and bricks. And it's all it is. It's all the red and the yellow is. Brick material. Just bricks. There's probably a whole one right there. Give me a break. Now I have to get it out. It's like in place with another one. Oh yeah. Look at that. She's a beauty too. Still perfectly red. I felt like it was another one like it was up against. Still in place. All these bricks here are. And they're smoked out, you see? This whole thing here, you see? Look. Here's a piece of a... Look at this. There's metal coming out of here. Metal. Melted stuff. That's something melted right there. Pretty melted. Piece of... I'm taking that with me. What the hell? What is that? That's huge. It's like something melted. Oh, look at that. I'm taking that with me. It's really heavy. Super heavy. There's another piece right there. Look at that. I'm taking those with me. They're on this little square thing here. There's a little square, like piece of a building, top of a building here or something. I don't know. It seems like that was in place because it goes along this wall here. These bricks. Seems like this was maybe structure right here. Coming off of this main wall. Something was coming off of it right there. And it terraced. Yeah. These are all in place perfectly. Yeah, parallel with this. Yeah, here's the rest of it down here. Just the top of something here. And they're all mossing over. These bricks are mossing over and stuff. Look at this melted stuff. Interesting. Just mixed in, it's on top of this stuff here. I don't know, I'm taking it with me though. So there's like a little terrace thing here, like a little roofing bit. Perfect square. I don't think anybody built that for just kicks. There's no reason for this. It's just poking out. Like this is. But, see all the blood, the carbon-14 blood coming out of this building? All the red blood, and it's all just red brick pieces here. Just chunks of chalky red bricks. Chalky red bricks. That's all they are. And perfect ones. They all have stamps. A lot of them look like stones like that, but they were perfect red ones like this. But they've melted. These are walls here. They have melted together. Unreal. Look at the bricks everywhere. I'm using for a stamp. There's all types of them. I've seen St. Louis. I've seen Chicago. And there's no reason for all these bricks being everywhere over here. Now this metal coming out of the ground here. This uneven hilly terrain, these canal walls that are destroyed. You see the canal walls here? Here's a stamp. Here's a stamp. Somebody left that here because I wasn't here when it might have been. Oh, look at these in place still. They're in place in this hillside here. This was part of a building here because the walls are coming out of it right there still. There's a wall right there. There's a wall right there. And the bricks are everywhere in place still on this hillside. They're all in place. Sure, shifted out of place, but like, you know, see, there's a wall coming out right here. It came right here. Let me get a better look here. See, it was coming right out here. Here's a piece of it right there laying there. Let's take a look at that piece that's laying there, that wall. That wall came all the way out. And that's what's all destroyed right here. That's what we're seeing right here, all this destroyed stuff, the top of the wall. That was the top of the canal wall. Over here. On this part of the structure. So you see the bricks? There's no even pattern here in the laying of this stuff. It's melted out, that's why. They were all bricks like this. coming off this wall here, you see. And I'm sure that they're melted on the other side right up against that wall. So we'll take a look at it. If I can get mountain goat on this. Look how steep this is though. I'm hanging onto a little branch here. Metal sticking out of the ground. Huge piece of iron sticking out of the ground here. Big windy piece. You know what winds? This is serious stuff here. It's bent at the tip. It's bent around like a big snake. The only thing that can do that, electricity, high electricity, extreme electricity, high voltage electricity will do that. High voltage electricity will spaghetti, look at it, there's a bunch of them here. Spaghetti wire these fucking pieces of iron, spaghetti wired them and bent them at the tips. Bent them at the tips. Give me a break. This was a huge wall coming out of here. Here's the iron girder here. This is all bricks I'm walking on. Structure here, structure on this side of the building. See the building here coming out. The building. Here's another wall here. Here's the wall here on top. I'm on top of it now. It's all brick rubble. It's all brick rubble. All this stuff is. And I saw a chunk of this wall here. Here it is. These are all bricks. These are all bricks. They look like stones, some of them, but they're not. They're just bricks. They just transformed. They've been blown out. Okay, they've been blown out. This is a site of destruction here. Look at the bricks everywhere that's laying here. They're all red bricks. There's a yellow one right next to it. Came off of the same structure here. All of it. You see how they've blown out right here, and right here, we have a big mishmash of just one glob, and we have all different types of uneven patterning here. No. You can't even see. If you're to believe that this were laid stones, you can't even find where they are because they're all melted together in one chunk here. You can't find like a separate block. They're all connected in some way. Here's the wall coming out, and here's a chunk of it right here. Here's a chunk of this wall. Look at that. Bricks in it still, and look at the bricks. They've been smoked out and zip-zapped. Metal coming out of this right here. This is metal, and look at this. Leaching right out of this mortar. So this is what we're seeing here. An electrical disaster. And these bricks were technology. That's smoked. There's a piece of this wall here that got blown out. Red bricks inside still. Red bricks inside still. Give me a break. Let's see the back side of this. See how melted it looks where it connects to this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look. Absolutely. Absolutely, they're all smoked out back there. Can you see? In the back behind there? I can't get any closer. Here. There, you see? Look at, give me a break. They're melted out. Give me a fucking break. I'm gonna fall. Okay. Okay. Oh, that was dangerous. Steep stuff. Okay. So, there's that. Bricks coming out in the mortar right here. The mortar all around that brick in there. Okay. So we have that stamp. I don't know what it says. Yeah. And here's some of these canal walls here, which I've smoked together into blocks. I've already shown you. You can check my videos out and check me looking that out. You know, I'm not here to prove anything. I'm not here to prove or disprove anyone's ideas. I'm just here proving what I'm finding just in my cities here. In Minneapolis and St. Paul, this is what I found here. I found damaged brick walls, canal walls that were brick, not made of this hewn block stuff that they say this is hewn block. It's not. These are all bricks coming together. They're all bricks coming together. And look, I'll show you. So underneath, and what do you still have in place in this wall here, on this canal wall? Bricks. And there's, oh, look at that block. And they were rendered over. These walls were all rendered over with this concrete rendering here. All these brick walls were, but look what's behind. Look at these bricks coming together as one in a block. They're melting together into one of these blocks, what they say it's made of. Look at that. They're melting together and they have moss growing all over them. That's a chunk of this wall here along this canal wall. They're all bricks coming out. They're all red bricks. Red bricks. They turn yellow. See the red one right there? The red one's in place. Up here, these are bricks, not rocks, like they say. They say it's hewn stone. They're fucking bricks. Perfect ones, stamped ones. And rendered over with really good concrete that they had in the past. All this stuff they say is rubble that they quarried from the bank side. They say here, this is a melted building. What they say is, see these brick walls, and how they just melt into what they say is bedrock, which is not. The whole building crumbled down and is falling down on itself here. All this building is in chunks. Just a mishmash mess. And look at the brick lines. We'll take a look at that. So we have red bricks in the canal wall still. And they're stamped. In place. Stamped. In place in this wall still. Hiding in all this brush. And let me back up. Okay. Let me back up. That's what we're looking at, the side of this wall here. That's where I was just, there's the bricks right there. All in the side of this, what looks like a stone wall, what they say is stone, like over here. They're just the same stuff here. It's just been cooked out like you saw right there in the middle. It's been cooked out. So I'm not here to say that other people are wrong and all that. I'm just saying, whoa, I found melted bricks in St. Paul and Minneapolis, and that's what I'm showing you. I found evidence of a major destruction happening seemingly recently, and the melted evidence, the melted brick evidence everywhere. Okay, give me a fucking break. Those are melted. Look at this. Look at this archway. And where'd the flames come from? The water? Where'd the flames come from? The water? Or was this a powering structure? Or were these bricks part of the powering structure? Part of the powering of the structure? Yes, look, they're blown the fuck out. And zapped and smoked into one melty ice cream looking glob. And so was all this stuff. There's no order in the laying of this stuff. See? You're gonna lay down a toothbrush like that? You're gonna lay down a toothbrush like that? Or say it wore away? Give me a break. Down below, you can see the bricks are perfect stuff down below still. On the very bottom. Lining this stuff. You don't think so? I think I'm lying? Look. They're still perfect down below here. These bricks, and they're bricks in place. See? But they turn into these blocky stuff when they melt together, like right here, you see. See? All this stuff here, the mortar lines, they match up pretty well with these bricks, but they just expanded out a little bit more. But they're all out of place here on this side. These walls took way more of a hit. For some reason, they must have carried a lot of electricity for some reason in this design. The walls carried a lot of energy and stored a lot of it, possibly. That's why the walls got blown out worse. Then these archways where lots of air was probably passing through here, saving this from being absolutely destroyed like the rest of it was. Just thought I had to show just what I'm finding. That's all I'm doing. I'm just presenting what I'm finding here. You want to know how this rock got here? It's a glob. It's a melted glob. It came down from the top of this. That's how that got here. Nobody brought this huge stone down here. You can't lift that. You can't fucking lift this. There's no fucking way. Nobody brought that glob down here, but it came from up here. This building melted down. Gloop. That's how that got there in the middle of the canal. You think they put that in the middle of a canal and they built this perfect canal? They could build all these canals. They could build these walls. They could build this huge structure that goes under the ground, under the city. They could build that, and then they have a glob like that in the middle, or they bring that down here for what? Because you need equipment to bring this down here. You need equipment, and you think they're gonna put that in the middle of a canal, a perfect brick canal? You think they're gonna put that type of stuff in there with these perfect edges? They're gonna do that and bring this down here for what? Nobody could carry, and don't tell me that two people carried this all the way down here. That two people carried this all the way down here. Give me a break. Give me a break. I can't lift that. I can't lift that fucking thing. Barely. Give me a break. Just messed up my shoe. You gotta give me a break. You know, that's ridiculous. And those spiky things are everywhere. Those spiky things, they're everywhere. I guess we're not having fun until we get all full of mud, eh? But it goes to prove that melted from up here. That's where this is missing right here. All this stuff, this material came down. That's why it's in the middle of a canal, a perfect canal. Big heavy rock. How'd they get all the way down here on these huge embankments and these hills? How'd they get those down here? Look what I'm surrounded by. How'd that get in there? It melted off the fucking building here. That's all destroyed and melted out. Look at the arch. Look at the arch. Just look at the arch. Okay? And this is a canal with water and boats coming in off the Mississippi River. This is a canal. Where'd the flames come from to do this? If you're gonna scream fire, where'd the flames come from? A boat sitting here? And it's getting toasty there in the corners where it meets the wall? Bricks mashing together. I can see them coming together as one. One. All around this thing. Until you come over here, they're still got some shape. Give me a break. And it's still on perfect at the corners there and the bottoms where the water was. The bricks are still in pretty good condition. Unreal. That's what's going on here. Beautiful ice. And look at these brick-sized blocks coming apart at the mortar lines. Coming apart at the mortar lines. Gee whiz. Here's some more. In this crumbling walls, look what we have. Look what we have. And these crumbling walls here, these crumbling walls coming off of this building here. They're falling down the hillside. And we have perfect brick lines and mortar lines. The mortar comes out. See that right there? The mortar will slide right out. And it's its own piece right here, see? The mortar will slide right out between these blocks, or these bricks still. See? That's what's going on here. Mortar lines, brick. Brick, and this one got really expanded out. This, or maybe this one got squished. This mortar line in between here. Hard to say. But this here, that's all that's going on here. These are pieces of this wall coming down. They're all the same size. Mortar line in between here and 2 layers of bricks. All this is. See? Where's the order and the laying of the stuff? It's all melted together. Where's the order and the laying of the stuff? Because these are blocks, right? Like they say they're blocks. Well, not when they come on this side. No, they're not. No, they're not. There's no order in that stuff. And there's bricks coming out of the fucking ground. Perfect bricks. All this stuff is just melted stuff coming off this building. Look at this back here. Give me a break. Where's the blocks? They're laying potatoes down like this to build a structure that's supposed to support these walls, these enormous this enormous structure. And we're gonna allow boat traffic to come through here. When we built with this, we're gonna build with this and allow boat traffic to come through here. And allow boat traffic to come through here. You get what I'm saying? We're gonna build this way and then allow boat traffic to come through here with boats. When these walls can come down at any moment. These are destroyed, they're melted. Give me a break. These were perfect walls. They were perfect walls. Give me a fucking break. Look inside of here. The brick's still in place behind there. Look at that shit. All the way around. Underneath this, what they say is bedrock. No, these are fucking brick lines and blown out lines of mortar and brick. Mortar, and they've sprayed stuff all over this stuff. And I think they're the ones that introduced this graffiti, this old stuff. They may have introduced that, you know? See how steep this stuff is that I'm walking in? And it's just crumbling apart, crumbling apart. That shouldn't really be right here. I'm gonna see if we get back down. But I thought that would be interesting to take a look at this again and see what's going on. Why is that painted red? It looks like it's old paint too, very old. And we have this. You have perfect bricks, but you're gonna use this stuff. You might as well have done the whole thing with bricks, right? Oh, they did. They did. You can still see them right in there perfectly. In place. The stuff just melted together. And the globs came right down in the middle of the canal. Too heavy to lift. I just got all splashed from it. And, yeah. And you know why I got splashed? You know why I got splashed with mud? To tell me, stop lifting it. You know what it is. Give me a break. Let go of me, you know? But, yep, just crumbling away. No order in the laying of that stuff in there. Look, it's all melted together inside. These bricks inside are just melted together. You think they were just laying and throwing rocks in there and mortar together and just slopping it up and slopping up these huge walls? No, you can see the brick line still. They've just been smoked out and thrown out of position, melted together, and they've been transformed. No order. Look how small some of these are, still brick sized, and look how large some of them are. You can't. You're gonna. You give me a break. You know how difficult that'd be. I'm not saying somebody couldn't do that, but they didn't because it's structural. That's the structural part of these walls that are supporting boat traffic to come into the city. Those have to be built well. If you're gonna allow boats to come underneath there. You know what I mean? Anywho, that's what I got for you. Pretty cool stuff. Same material here in these canal walls, which I just showed you. Turns into these bricks still in place over here. Same stuff. Love you all. Take care.